sorry.
Sure.
This falls on the Patriots offense for me. And you got to start having the conversation about Mitch Trubisky, right? Is he the guy?
Well, I thought he dumped it down too much. I'd like to see him take more chances. I mean,
after this game, I don't see why you keep Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. And I'm a Mitch Trubisky fan. Like, no, they ran into themselves. They lost this game. New England didn't win it. The Steelers lost it, and they didn't want it.
Yeah,
and it looked bad. And especially on
throws the ball 33 times, only 168 yards, and I just saw too many checkdowns.
Yep.
He
just wasn't a playmaker.
You got to make plays, throw the ball down the field. He's got the ability to do that stuff. Just I don't know what it is. He's got a little of that Tyrod Taylor syndrome where he just doesn't want to.
Yeah, and
there's a lot of money to be made in the backup quarterback market. You know what I mean? You start slinging picks and interceptions around, they're the same thing. But if you start throwing picks, that opportunities go away, right? So little hesitation is my point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Steelers calling for Kenny in week 2.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of examples. The only examples I can think of is Trey Lance, who we'll get to later, and Pat Mahomes are the only two I know that didn't play week 1. The only 2 first-round quarterbacks that didn't play, not week 1, but their first season, right?
Yeah, I mean, and it looks more and more like Kenny Pickett's going to get in there to me. You play the Browns on Thursday. We already mentioned that's going to be a key matchup here. And even if the Steelers win, if Trubisky doesn't do something to show that he's a leader on this team, you go to Kenny Pickett, because I've mentioned this before on this show. When you have a quarterback that isn't taking that next step for your team, and you have one waiting in the wings who could potentially take that next step for your team, you have no incentive to keep the guy in there who's not getting it done. You want to go to the young guy who might make more mistakes, but has the potential to take your team to that next step, because otherwise you're stuck in this neutral and no team wants to be there. It's just not worth it.
I'm trying to think of quarterbacks who sat behind a bridge player before they played. Tua was one of them, I think. And he sat for 5 weeks before he actually played. But it might have been an injury. I think he threw 2 passes. So it was really 6 weeks for him for his first start. And I can't remember who
was that still
the bridge
Fitz?
Player was. It might have been Fitz. Yep, good point.
Who was still there? Yeah, and then
it might have been Fitz. But yeah, it just doesn't take long, right? We're going to see Kenny Pickett week 4 or 5, in my opinion.
We could. Like I said, even if they beat the Browns, I wouldn't be surprised if they go to Pickett in week 4. If Trubisky doesn't do something to put his stamp on this offense that he's the leader. Not even that he has to have a big game or 300 yards. You just got to show you can get it done. And again, in this game, they just ran into brick wall after brick wall after brick wall, tripping over their own 2 feet. So you can't. I mean,
these quarterbacks need these reps. I mean, Trey Lance is a different story. He has very limited professional reps. If you're counting college as professional reps, right? Division I, or he's in Division II, but he needs football reps, and he sat for a year, plays 2 games. Now he's out, and you might not see him start again. He's not going to get an equal chance now, is what I'm saying. But Kenny Pickett, who played, 3 or 4 years in college, I can't remember if it was a lot of, I think he had 4 years. He was a senior, right? Anyway,
yeah.
Regardless, he played in a semi-pro system, right? So he already has that. I say throw him in there week 4, right?
I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, we'll see. That's what I would do.
Are you looking up if he was a senior? I think he had 4 years in college.
Let's see his college stats. 2017 to 2021. Yep. 4 years.
Yeah, so you get him in the game. Get him in there. He's a local kid, right? Played at Pittsburgh. He's in Pittsburgh. You took him in the first round. Put him.
They love him. They want him. See what he can do.
Because again, you just hate to see what happens to Trey Lance. I mean, that hurts bad. You know what I mean? So don't even delay it. I know the Josh Allen situation. They tried to sit him, but the Peterman was so bad, they didn't have a choice.
In the half. He didn't even make it to half. So
why even bother? You know what I mean? But anyway.